Have you ever pondered why alcohol makes us feel tipsy or drunk? It's a question that's crossed many a mind, especially in the midst of a hearty celebration or a quiet evening spent with a glass of one's preferred poison. Alcohol, in its many forms, has a peculiar way of altering our behaviors and perceptions. From slurred speech to impaired judgment, from bouts of laughter to sudden tears, the effects are wide-ranging and unpredictable. Some people experience a sense of euphoria, a feeling of lightheartedness, and a release of inhibitions. Others may find their coordination skewed, their thoughts muddled, and their memories hazy. All these effects stem from one common source: our brain. Alcohol, you see, doesn't just linger in our stomachs or our blood. It interacts with our brain, altering its function and affecting how we think, feel, and behave. So the question remains, how does alcohol manage to have such a profound impact on our brain? The answer lies in some simple yet fascinating science. When you take a sip of your favorite tipple, it begins a journey that ends with your brain. But how does this journey unfold? Let's delve into the science behind it. Firstly, alcohol doesn't need to be digested like food or non-alcoholic drinks. It's absorbed directly into the bloodstream through the stomach and small intestine. From here, it's carried swiftly around the body, reaching every organ. But it's the effects on the brain that interest us most. Our brains are bustling with activity, sending and receiving messages through a complex network of neurotransmitters. These chemical messengers are responsible for pretty much everything we think, feel, and do. Alcohol interacts with these neurotransmitters, altering their function and leading to the effects we associate with being drunk. Take GABA, for instance, an inhibitory neurotransmitter. Its job is to slow things down, to bring calm and tranquility. When alcohol enters, it enhances the effects of GABA, ramping up the feelings of relaxation. It's like GABA has just had a power-up, and the result is a slowing down of brain activity. But alcohol doesn't stop there. It also puts the brakes on glutamate, an excitatory neurotransmitter. Glutamate's role is to speed things up, to get the party started. When alcohol inhibits glutamate, the party slows down. This leads to slowed reactions, difficulty with coordination, and the often telltale sign of drunkenness, slurred speech. Finally, let's not forget dopamine, the neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. Alcohol causes a surge in dopamine, triggering feelings of pleasure and a sense of well-being. It's this dopamine rush that often keeps us reaching for one more drink, chasing that feeling of euphoria. So it's the interaction of alcohol with our brain's neurotransmitters that leads to the state we call drunkenness. It's a powerful mix of enhanced relaxation, slowed motor functions, and a dopamine-fueled sense of pleasure. It's the science behind the merry, the clumsy, and the euphoric effects of alcohol. To summarize, alcohol doesn't just make us feel buzzed without reason. You see, it's all about our brain's neurotransmitters. Alcohol acts as a sort of puppet master, manipulating these neurotransmitters, leading to a cascade of effects. It's like throwing a pebble into a pond and watching the ripples spread out. First off, alcohol induces feelings of relaxation. It's like a warm, fuzzy blanket for your brain, making you feel all cozy and content. But that's not all. It also impairs motor functions, making us stumble and slur our words. And then there's the feelings of pleasure. Alcohol boosts the release of dopamine, our brain's feel-good hormone. But remember, the severity of these effects isn't the same for everyone. It depends on a multitude of factors. The amount of alcohol consumed, your tolerance level, and even your mood can play a part. Thus, the drunkenness we experience is the result of a complex interaction between alcohol and our brain's messaging system. Saying that we do not encourage alcohol consumption and subscribe to Noodle says what for more.